and cut to the young Michael Myers.
Those two shots were one entire day's work.
Yeah, I was very impressed by the fact that John and Deborah were willing to commit a day to doing that shot that sets up so stylistically the movie. Nobody had seen a shot like that prior to this, and the fact that they were willing to do it.
Very gutsy thing to do.
It was.
And a generous amount of time. We that's why it came off so well, because we really did have enough time to get it right.
Yeah, so often, in low-budget films, a shot like that, you'd try to do it in an hour.
Yeah.
And it would be, very half-assed, and that way, this one was, for most purposes, an unforgettable beginning to a movie.
Speaking of unforgettable, I bet, Nick, you'll never forget the night we shot all this stuff.
Yes, yeah.
You were kind of exposed, were you not?
Well, I was. This was this evening, as you can see, they were doing fake rain, well, real rain, but coming out of a hose, and
icy cold.
Yeah. When we get to the part, you'll see how I was attired, which was my underwear and a hospital gown.
Funny, that's exactly what I was wearing.
Yeah, everyone,
behind the camera.
All of us.
Everyone was wearing that in
empathy for you.
In empathy, thank you.
Shot up around the Lake Hollywood Reservoir.
Yes, I have trouble sometimes remembering where these locations are. The houses I remember in South Pasadena and in Hollywood, but there are some other places that.
What did we do this like poor man's process?
Yes, this was poor man's process, which means you're not really driving the car. You just have it in a garage. You set up lights that move and everything, and someone bounces the car. And
extremely well done, Dean. That little cheap trick can be done so badly, and this is convincing.
Well, and it's interesting because this is one of the first times I had the opportunity to do poor man's process. So you have to be very thoughtful about, what does it really look like? Yeah, what would the real world lighting be, and how would it change and stuff. And so it was, this film, I think, was a learning experience for a lot of us.
I think you had some kind of light on a big stand that rotated like a helicopter blade, and then on a dimmer so that it went on and off as it came and went. And lights coming through various windows on dimmers so that you could give the impression of movement. And of course, Donald Pleasance, who lived up to his name, a very pleasant fellow, at least as far as I knew. Mm-hmm.
Very professional.
Showed up.
Doing a very, very small movie, apparently.
I think he thought he was slumming at the beginning, but he respected everyone. He saw we were really...
who was that?
That was me.
That's what you look like when you're asleep.
Now, if everyone just goes to their remote...
My hand...
That's Tommy, though.
Yeah. It was one of those things about interacting with the set or with actors close up. The hand business came about, I think, because I was always around the set, doing utility stuff or props or banging the window,
Yeah, and you don't see the wrench that's hidden in his hand that was used to actually break the glass, since a real hand wouldn't do it.
I've forgotten that.
Yeah. If you still frame it, you can see the wrench.
He's gone. The evil is gone from here.
He's gone from this place.
Yeah. Charles Bornstein and I in the cutting room got our Donald Pleasance imitations down.
Very good.
And quickly. Somewhere in South Pasadena, I think.
Yeah. And the leaves falling, because it's, of course, October, fall in the story.
Well, lots of tales to tell about making it Southern California be autumn.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly
I remember you had a bag of leaves that we carried with us
It came down to getting pumpkins that were really green squashes from South America. This is springtime in L.A. It's John's car.
Is that a Coupe de Ville?
Yes, sir. It is indeed.
And the appearance of
Laurie
Strode.
There's Laurie Strode. She was such a trooper, real Girl Scout kind of, helped carry camera cases and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, all those brown leaves, you see, we went down to this floral supply company in downtown LA and got branches of these things. The only way we could find, convincing looking leaves, plucked them off the branches because they were meant to be in great big jars for parties and things.
Right.
Decorative.
Where are they
notes.
now? I don't see any leaves there, Tommy.
Well,
This is
couldn't always stay ahead of the
that's
game.
the spring side of the street.
I see.
That might be the palm tree side of the street too.
Yeah, I remember wrapping vines and things around.
We wrestled with that issue of I had these visions of get some plastic chain link and weave vines into it and make big shrouds, but mostly we just shot around them. Hey, wow, there's my old car, that Volkswagen back there.
Is that the stolen car?
Yeah. Anyway, these leaves amounted to about 4 garbage bags, and they were very precious and cost